Good morning or bonjour to everybody watching this wonderful location here. We are at Horizon's booth together with Julie from Ultimate Tech. Now I have to remember that's a new name, right?
Yes, of course.
And also Taketsugu from Horizon. So great to see you. And my co-host and dear friend, Pat McGrew, of course, right? So guys, we don't have any coffee because I don't know where it is, but well, you have water, so
Cheers.
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 Good morning.
Pat, are you not curious to talk to these nice people here?
So these two have superpowers that are just so amazing to me because your software makes it possible to realize creators' dreams, and your equipment has so many options and so many variations that you can create almost anything. And my personal experience with you, most recent experience, is a project that we actually worked on a magazine for another vendor who's here at Drupa. So, and I know you must have done many of them in preparation for Drupa. So how was the preparation for this Drupa for the two of you? Did you have a lot of sleepless nights?
Yes, well, definitely. Well, in our case, we actually moved our offices, 1 month before Drupa as well. So it's been a little bit hectic, so to speak. But at the same time, an excitement. We haven't had Drupa since 8 years now. And it's nice to see the industry after all this, after COVID, after all these questions about, will there be when will be the next Drupa. It's really nice to see everybody and have the opportunity to connect with friends, with partners, and with customers. So really excited.
And I can't help think about because Yasuo, you said that you came to Düsseldorf. How long time ago is it now?
Almost 2 weeks ago.
And we are only like on the fourth day, right? So you still have a lot of things here. I mean, wonderful booth, and it must have taken some time to set everything up, right?
Yeah, trade show is this way always, right? Yeah. Starting off, from the scratch and then build it up and then break down in one day. So it's a trade show could be, but it's been 8 years since last Drupa, and then it's energetic here. Lots of customer coming here, and then we have a good chat each other. So it's been great. Yeah.
And I can't help think about one thing that is quite interesting, just came to mind, and that is actually because you also have the Think Smart Factory concept here. That was the first time we did interviews with Ray in Tokyo. So that was one of the first times that we were covering the Think Smart Factory concept, and we got you together. No, that's wrong. We didn't get you together, but we got you on camera at the same time. That was a great starting point. So yeah.
So this is a great follow-on. So much has happened since the last Drupa, since the Smart Factory tours. So what are customers asking you about? I mean, we've had a few days now. People have been coming through. What are their most important needs?
Automation. I know this is Raymond's tagline at Ultimate, but it's all about automation. It's all about removing manual steps. We spend a lot of time automating to the press. Now we need to automate in finishing, and this is why Ultimate and Horizon make such a good team. It's because we help to bridge the software and the hardware.
Because I was so happy when I saw the announcement. We did an interview, and remember I reached out to you and we spoke about how important the automation part is also, because I think that we have been automating the pre-press for a long time. But actually the binding side is probably the most labor intensive part. So that is like really valuable for the printing company to automate. And you said Judy software and Horizon hardware. You do some really interesting software as well, right?
Yes, you absolutely do.
Yeah.
So we have our IceLink, cloud-based software, which is actually, initially we started as a JDF-driven type of software, but now it is actually, data collection type of software. So, but that is actually really helping the customers. We can do the preventive maintenance, or, customer can analyze the data, and then maybe they can think of efficiency laterwards. So that's been very helpful. But for this show, actually, together working with Ultimate, we actually help print the vendor to impose using import strips. So like your magazine we created here, we receive the data from HP and we import it based on our mark and barcode by Ultimate software. and then work turns out very well, right?
It allowed us to show true collaboration among vendors, which was kind of fun to be able to do, and also shows off how wonderful the devices are that are involved in how you produce the magazine, because the edges are crisp, it's a firm crease, it's a great bind. Any magazine publisher would be proud to have this as something representing their mark. So I was just delighted with the whole effect. It was great.
On let's say on a human and person-to-person level, I'm just a little bit curious. Maybe you can answer this, and because I mean, when you get started, I mean, you're from Japan, you're from Canada. Is there like cultural differences that you had to get an understanding of, or was it easy peasy to get started working together?
I think it's been pretty easy. I mean, of course, we have to understand each other's cultures to do business together. I think it's very important. But I think ever since the start, the team at Horizon and Taketsugu-san have been so helpful, very friendly, and it's been building a relationship through the years. Also working together at customers and making sure the installation and implementations are a success. So all of this has been. I think pretty smooth, right?
And how long time ago is it that you started talking about collaborating?
I'd say almost 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
How long
It's been
time?
a long
20
time.
years ago.
Wow, okay, so that is a long journey basically. So when I saw the announcement of that collaboration, that was basically, you have collaborated for a long time, but that was just like a new iteration of collaboration, or?
The collaboration we signed is actually resale type of collaboration, but actually the product collaboration we have been working for many years.
Okay, that's super nice to hear. Yeah. And what do you think? I think that one of the things I like about Horizon a lot is, as a Japanese vendor, I think you're one of the most open companies from Japan, interested in different cultures, working with people from different cultures and countries. How is it for you? Because you're also traveling the world very frequently, right?
Yeah, for us, we can't do everything by us. So collaboration is an important thing. So for example, this Drupa, we are collaborating with the 16 different partners actually. Wow. We have many roles, many softwares. You can see in the booth many equipment from the third party as well. Yeah. So, binding together, create a smart factory is actually the right way to go, I think.
And we can't forget, this is also a show about sales. And I heard this morning, just before you had a meeting, it seems that you had a good announcement, right? Mm-hmm. It's been good for you guys so far, right?
Good. It's been good. Many salesmen here and selling a lot of equipment here, so that's a good thing.
Did you have any, new branding, new iterations of software, updates to software? I mean, how has it been for you the first days here?
Really good. I mean, we're only on day 4. Can you believe it? We still have a couple more to go, but so far we're very happy with the turnout and the success, and yeah, very good show so far.
And I understood that Horizon brought over 400 pieces of equipment to Drupa.
Yeah.
400?
Piece by
Over
piece.
400?
Yeah, piece by piece, 480 pieces actually. But we have about the 24 solutions in the Drupa, Not only here, we have a collaboration partner. So we have equipment in Canon, HP, Konica Minolta, Fujifilm, so all different vendors as well.
So when I asked you about coming here and setting up, are you also setting up on the other booth, or they handled that themselves?
Yeah, we have many help, from our company.
That's a lot of equipment to bring to a show. By comparison, software is a little bit easier.
Yes, much easier. We can fly in a couple days before the show and
so
just connect our
so unfair. You should help your partners, right?
Yeah, next time you will send me an email and say, can you come and set up our devices?
Yeah. I saw just behind us here that you have a complete binding line. Actually, this one is made over on that line, and that is a product that is essentially made with your hardware and software and your InfoStrip and bindery. I mean, to be honest, I guess that you don't have Horizon equipment in your office, right? So when you come and see things like this in reality, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's always wonderful to seeing the full end-to-end in action because it is a reality. But we've been working together for many years, and we've had different occasions to work with Horizon also in their facility and collaborate together. So it's an ongoing collaboration with our teams. But it's always nice to see it, live in action.
We did a film from Blooming Color for you guys just 1.5 months ago. And the first thing that happened when I entered the booth this morning was that Brian San, he came and I saw that film, and they also a Horizon customer. Are you also sharing marketing expenses, or did you take that on you?
Help each other, right?
As long as everything is mutually beneficial.
Yeah, but it was a fantastic site also because they are like maybe a very good example of the digital transformation, because a few days before we were there, they actually took down the last offset machine. So that is an example on how inkjet and digital and automation in all levels are, basically, right?
So we still have days to go for this show. What are your expectations? Do you think we're going to have the Drupa that everybody hopes, that it's going to be a lot of people still coming? Or do you think we've seen the biggest crowds?
Well, I mean, everything in life is an evolution, right? And I don't think it's so much about the quantity, but the quality. And so far for us, and probably similar to you, the quality has been there. Conversations have been excellent, and we're definitely satisfied for our participation here.
Yeah, for us as well. Maybe the quantity-wise, compared to the last Drupa, it can be dropped, but the quality is increasing, and probably the number of the company visiting here is increasing as well, I feel like. In the past, there are, one company, but a big group coming in. But now, just a decision maker might be coming in or something like that. So it's a good quality of customer here, so we are very happy about it.
And we definitely feel that there's a change in focus. It's really a lot more about the whole solution, about the end-to-end, and not just so much about only, a specific device in the flow.
Then I have a question, because one of the things I really like about trade shows, and of course Drupa is number one, as they say in the tagline as well, but it's like, do you have time at all to go and see what is going on and buzzing around the corners, or are you only at your own booth?
I mean, primarily at our own booth, right? We have to find the ROI in all of this, but at the same time, I do plan to have the opportunity to walk around the show. I have a long list. It's a big show, so hopefully I get to see everything, but it's nice to see everybody come together, yeah.
What about you?
Me as well. I really want to visit, everybody's here. Just to say hello as well, but lots of innovations here, so I want to see, or I want to make some time to go around. Primary, I will be here, but I will definitely make some time to be around.
I can't help think about one question, because I heard we did a Bonjour like this with Dr. Andreas Pleske the first day, the chairman of Drupa and CEO of Koenig & Bauer, and he said that there was like 175 nations at Drupa this time. That is all. It's super nice, but it must also be a challenge, because we spoke about the cultural differences, all the languages. Has that made any changes in how you have staffed your booth this time, with more different cultures part of your staff?
It's for sure that there's language differences, but at the end of the day, we're all, professionals of the print industry. We all want to accomplish a similar goal, which is produce nice printed products. So this brings us together. I would say it's more about what brings us together than differentiate us. But we definitely have people on our team that speak different languages at our booth, and I know you have.
You must have many languages, right?
Yeah, over
have you
here,
counted how many languages you cover?
I don't know.
No?
but we have many dealers actually, staging in here, waiting for each country. So, some Italian people coming, I will ask Italian people to deal with it.
You will not try to speak Italian, right?
I can't.
Fantastic. So sales, networking, partners, a lot of customers, good sales. Sounds like a great show already, right?
It's the perfect recipe for a great Drupa.
And today, I guess you're busy, so we better get to work, right? We should. Guys, thank you very much for participating here. And to the audience, tomorrow, are you with me tomorrow?
If you want.
I would like you to be. Tomorrow we are with Canon, and they also have equipment for both of you, I guess. So tomorrow we are at Canon's booth together with Jennifer and Volker from Müller Martini. And it will be exciting to hear how they see the show so far. So thank you everybody for watching this space, and thank you very much for taking time for this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, great.